Hello, welcome to a video within a video, just like Hollywood's movie Inception. Basically what happened is I was on a motorcycle trip with my mate Big Heath in Yunnan, southern China, and while we were in Tiger Leaping Gorge we went for a hike, and in my other video I didn't cover that in such great detail, so here it is. We went to teacher Zhang's and parked up there. That's the start of the hike. And while we're in the car park, I spent a bit of time admiring this 100% legitimate, bona fide BMW pickup truck. I'd never seen one before, so that was a rare treat. As was the view from this urinal. As views from urinals go, not a bad one. Music for today's video is provided by living versions of this fellow, a cicada. Yep, plenty of Nietzsche in Tiger Leaping Gorge. And here we are on the way down. We're looking for a ladder, some rickety old ladder we'd heard about, and it involves first descending to the very bottom of the gorge. On the hike today is Ethan in the white baseball cap and Jar in the... what is that? Is that a fedora? Deerstalker? Put your answer in the comments. I need to know. Yeah, we got lucky with the weather today. Not too hot, not too cool. And when you get out of the shrubbery, at least, there was a slight breeze. Very pleasant indeed. Now, Tiger Leaping Gorge is a high-profile tourist destination, nay, Mecca, for hardcore hikers. People are often doing multi-day hikes and taking things very seriously, and this hike is a welcome alternative. Although you do see the odd serious hiker there. Have a look at these guys. I'm sure there was more commercial success in a bygone era, but nonetheless the path is still there, the views are still spectacular. And it's still only going to take you half a day. We did this one in the morning. So if you're tired of those marathon multi-day hikes, get yourself down here. Again, I'm sure that was awesome in a bygone era, but we weren't going to trust it now, looking how rusty and sketchy it was. And we're very safety conscious. So we elected to take our photo opportunity on the edge of this very precipitous cliff. Here we are, a lovely view and not a bad glance at the gorge as well. You've got to love this type of hiking with a very varying trail. Sometimes narrow, sometimes wide, sometimes up, sometimes down. You get the idea. There's one of our musicians right now. Have a look at him squidging his bum to make some music. If you've got 5 minutes and you're bored, have a look up how cicadas make their sound on Wikipedia or some such service. Other services are available. It's very interesting. They don't use stridulation, they use a tympanic membrane, and I'm sure I'm never going to make a video about that, so if that's your life goal, don't bother subscribing. Right, we just saw a bridge high above us, which is our return route, and it was interesting to be so far below it. And we were so far below because we'd reached the bottom of the gorge. We found a gigantic rock with steps hewn out of it. So we had to have a little climb on it, didn't we? Yeah, from higher up it looks like a small river or a big stream, but when you get down there you realise it's actually a seething torrent. And if I remember correctly, I think there's a bit of a tourist photo coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and apologise in advance. Yeah, look at it, you wouldn't want to fall in there, would you? But if you were going to kick the bucket, this wouldn't be the worst place in the world to do it, would it? Yep, here we are. God, dearie me. Yeah. We found a proper sketchy old bridge, so we sent Ethan across. Being the heaviest and most likely to survive if it collapsed, that seemed the most sensible move. Ah, here's a very good sign that we're heading in the right direction. First half of the hike takes you steeply down from the what's known as the lower road down to the bottom of the gorge, and then the second half, unsurprisingly, takes you right back up again, and it's just as steep and just as fun. The ladder is about halfway up, emerging out of that hut we just saw. Now all of these rails and hardware that you see, they're maintained by locals, so you might find you come across a local asking for a small amount of money every now and then, and it's not the most modern railing you've ever seen in your life, but it does offer some purchase, so you pay them a small amount of money and get on your way. Ah, here we are, here's the ladder. Let's sit back and have a look what we've got to work with. Bit rusty. Look at those sketchy welds. And it's quite long, isn't it? Hard to see how steep it is from this video. Oh, it is ruddy steep. And something interesting happens while you're on this ladder is your brain zeroes in on every step and every handhold. I think it's your natural survival instinct, because if you miss one of those, it could very well end in personal obliteration and the end of your very existence. So yeah, you get focused quick. And when you get to the top, everyone has a little compulsory smile. And I guess, again, that's your survival instinct, letting you know that you've been through a very squeaky bum moment. Here's Jarlock, making it all the way to the top. Oh, God, not another one. Oh, I do apologise. Anyway, this sign summed it up. The ladder's one way, all safety is the other way. Put down your devices, get off social media and get yourself outside on a hiking trip in Yunnan Tiger Leaping Gorge. Goodbye.